the moment you realize you can't afford the UK anymore. Imagine this. You wake up on a cold winter morning in London. You check your phone and see a notification. Your energy bill has just doubled. You sigh, knowing that your rent is due in a few days and you're barely making ends meet. You grab your coat and step us outside to catch the train, but it's delayed again. By the time you get to work, you've already spent $10 on a coffee and a basic breakfast sandwich, and it's only 9 a.m. Now, imagine waking up in Warsaw. Your flat costs half as much. Your utility bills are reasonable. Public transport is efficient, clean, and costs $30 for an entire month compared to £217 for a London travel card. You can afford to eat out without feeling guilty. And suddenly, you realize you're no longer living paycheck to paycheck. This isn't just a fantasy. It's a reality for thousands of Brits who are making the move. But why is the UK becoming so unaffordable? Why are basic necessities turning into luxury items? And most importantly, why are so many people deciding that enough is enough? Stay with us, because in the next few minutes we'll break down the shocking cost of living crisis in the UK, how it's forcing people to leave, and why Poland is emerging as an unexpected safe haven. If you're considering moving from the UK to Poland, Residence Angels is here to assist you with relocation and immigration services. From finding your new home to securing a residence permit and even obtaining Polish citizenship, we've got you covered. Leave a comment on this video and get an exclusive 5% discount on any of our services. The brutal reality of rent and housing costs in the UK. Let's start with rent, the biggest financial burden for most people. London. The average rent for a one-bedroom flat is now $200 per month. Manchester, $1,300 per month and rising fast. Even smaller cities like Bristol and Birmingham, over £1,000 per month for a small apartment. To put this into perspective, in 2020 the average London rent was around $1,500. That means prices have jumped by nearly 50% in just a few years. Now, let's compare that to Poland. Warsaw, a one-bedroom flat in the city center, $8,100 per month. Krakow, $6,000 per month. Smaller cities like Wrocław or Gdansk, you can find good apartments for $400 to $500 per month. That means you could rent 2 or 3 apartments in Poland for the price of one in the UK here. And that's before we even talk about mortgages. Buying a home, a distant dream for most Brits. Once upon a time, owning a home was a realistic goal for the average British worker. Not anymore. The average house price in the UK, $285,000. In London, forget it. Try $525,000 for a small flat. Mortgage interest rates have hit 5.7%, pushing monthly payments sky high. In contrast, in Poland, you can buy a modern 2-bedroom apartment in Warsaw for $110,000. In smaller cities, houses can be found for $80,000 or less. This means that for the price of a tiny London flat, you could buy a house in Poland and still have money left over. Energy and utility bills. The cost of staying warm. Let's talk about energy bills, because for many UK residents, winter means one thing: choosing between heating or eating. In 2004, the average UK household is paying $2,074 per year for gas and electricity. That's an 80% increase compared to 21. Some families are now spending $300 per month just to keep the heating on. Meanwhile, in Poland, the same amount of energy costs around £1,200 per year. That's nearly half the price of the UK. Why? Because Poland, despite being in the EU, has lower energy taxes and a cheaper cost of production. And here's the worst part. The UK's energy crisis isn't getting better. Experts predict that prices will continue to rise into 20 swoop, making it even harder for average families to keep up. Grocery shopping. Why are basic necessities becoming a luxury? A few years ago, £50 could get you a full grocery cart. Today, you're lucky if it covers the basics. Here's how much some essential items have increased in price. A loaf of bread from $1.20 to $1.60. A liter of milk from 0.90 to $1.45. Eggs, 12-pack, from $2.10 to $3.50. Chicken breast, 1 kilo from $5.50 to $8. In Poland, a loaf of bread, 80 pence. A liter of milk, 90 pence. Eggs, 12-pack, 2 pounds. Chicken breast, 1 kilo, 4.5. That means grocery shopping in Poland costs 30–50% less than in the UK, and it's not just food. Other essentials like toiletries, medicine, and household goods are significantly cheaper, making day-to-day life much more affordable. Public transport versus car ownership, a costly decision in the UK. If you live in the UK, you know that getting around isn't cheap. A monthly travel card in London costs £217. Petrol prices have jumped to $1.65 per liter. Owning a car means road tax, insurance, MOT fees, and repairs, easily costing over $3,000 per year. In Poland, a monthly public transport pass in Warsaw, 30 petrol, $1.30 per liter. Many people don't even need a car because public transport is so efficient. That means the average person in Poland saves thousands every year just on transport costs. The psychological cost. How the UK's financial stress is affecting people's lives. Money problems don't just hurt your wallet, they hurt your mental health. In a recent survey, 68% of Brits said they feel financially insecure. Over 50% of renters in London say they worry about affording rent every single month. More people than ever are working 2 or 3 jobs just to survive. Compare that to Poland, where the cost of living is lower, salaries stretch further, and stress levels are lower. This is why so many British expats in Poland say they will never return, not just because of money, but because their quality of life has improved dramatically.